Good morning, YouTube. PPS back. It is Wednesday, the 23rd here. We're back with some YouTube free plays. I'm only going to have one today. I'm going to be digging into a lot of stuff here this morning. Got to get most of it done by about noon to 1 o'clock here on the Central Time. It's about 8:30. And we found our play that we really like for today. For yesterday, I'll recap. We ended up going through Toledo team total, which crushed. I doubled it up with the over. Every time I do that, I swear they should both hit, but one of them, when has Toledo shut out a team for 10 minutes straight? Western Michigan didn't score a point for 10 minutes to start the second half, and we only still missed it by 4 points. Toledo looked fantastic. I did post a tweet after I saw Ryan Rollins make his first shot of the game. I'm like, guaranteed 20 ball incoming, 20 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Absolutely perfect bounce back game for him. He looked fantastic. Shooting the ball was great. Everybody had it. Shoemate looked great from the field. Milner looked fantastic as well. Dennis even looked good. Everybody looked good there. Again, fading the directional Michigan schools is a very profitable way to go. And today we're going to be fading a team that I do like to fade, but I'm going to be taking it in a different type of way. I'm going to be taking an under again, guys. We were 2-0 on our last two unders here, but I'm going to be going to Western Carolina. And one of my favorite teams to ride the unders on is UNC Greensboro. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to share you guys where I'm getting this line. I'm on 134. This is on DraftKings here, so I'll show that to you. Right now, minus 115 here. I also very, very much like this under 60.5. And they're going to give me close to plus money. I think that is a great spot as well. I just don't like this Western Carolina team at all. Defense is horrendous. Their offense ranks 252nd in adjusted offense. Defense is 306. And they play at a 108. They play at 108 pace in the country, so about 68 possessions. So not great. Nothing I would be really worried about. And you're going up against the UNC Greensboro team at home, top 100 adjusted defense, and they play at the 12th slowest pace in the country. UNC Greensboro also offensively isn't very scary, I should say. 250 in the country in adjusted offense. So we have a fast team playing against a very, very slow team. And the slow team's at home with a great defense and a poor offense. I think this all adds up to being a nice under here. UNC Greensboro did play Western Carolina about a month ago and played them to a 68-49 game. The reason why I really like this spot and the reason why I'm going back to the well here, because I believe I was on the under in the first game. Or no, I was on the over for UNC Greensboro, I believe, in that one, because Western's defense is so bad. And the reason why I'm going back to the well here is UNC Greensboro controlled that pace a lot more than I expected them to. Usually Western Carolina is just willing to run, wheel and deal everywhere. But we only saw that game. We only saw UNC Greensboro attempt 56 shot attempts, 53 for the Catamounts, playing extremely slow. We saw the free throw struggles be there as well. So I'm really happy with this spot. I think that this number is a little bit high. I'm seeing on a few other books it's 133.5. I think the 134 DraftKings line is the place to be. And let's kind of go into some Western Carolina numbers here and see how we match up. So Western Carolina scores 71 points per game, but it's all because of pace, because their field goal percentage is 16th worst in the country. They shoot 40% from the field. That is terrible. UNCG holds their opponents to 41.6% from the field. That is top 100. Also looking at this, WCU. Wow, these initials are getting to me. Western Carolina shoots free throws at 68%. That is very nice to see for an under there. And if we're looking at what the scariest part here is Western Carolina's defense to this total. UNC Greensboro is 319 in points per game at 64.5. They do not shoot the ball well either, 42.8 field goal percentage. So really everything that Western Carolina struggles with, which would be mostly defensively, UNCG is not going to be able to really exploit that to the point of where I think that they're going to score 80 points on these guys. I don't think Western Carolina gets to 50 or 55. They didn't even get to 50 in the first game, and that was at home. UNC Greensboro is a great team here, and what I like to look at here is when UNC Greensboro and Western Carolina played teams to about the same level, right? So I'm going to go to Western Carolina's games when they played Chattanooga, UNC Greensboro, obviously their first time, and Wofford has been kind of playing in that good defense, slow pace, which is a little bit weird. And we look at it, UNC Greensboro was 68-49, hit the under by 16 points. Looking at Chattanooga, they were at Chattanooga, and they only scored 47 points. That was very big. That was with a total at 144.5. When you look into trends here, you could definitely see that UNCG has had 3 of their last 4 go over, but 2 of those 3 that went over were at 126 totals. When you see them get into that mid 130s, they're not hitting those as well. So I'm not really worried about the trends on that one. Also, looking at the numbers here, home versus away, Western Carolina scores 6 less points at on the road, and UNC Greensboro is 5 points better defensively at home. I think all of those just add to a really nice spot here for us to go to the under. We're looking at all the analysis is pretty close to. I'm seeing this mostly around like a 132, maybe 131. But Western Carolina unders have been very profitable as of late. They're 6-0 to the under their last 6 games as a road underdog, 5-0 last 5 road games versus teams with a winning record on the winning home record, 6-0 in their last 6 road games, 5-1 in their last 6 overall for Western Carolina. This defense is usually what's the issue, but when we have a team here like the Catamounts playing UNC Greensboro, I'm not really worried about that defense really struggling that much because of the pace. And we saw it in the first game. They had the opportunity to run, and they did not want to. They kept it slow, kept it in the half court, and they obviously covered the game and got the win. So UNC Greensboro is a tough team to play against. They're very good at what they do, and I think they're going to be able to slow these guys down. They're in the middle of the pack, obviously pushing here in conference to try to get a higher seeding. Western Carolina really has nothing really to play for. They're the last seed in the conference. UNC Greensboro actually is only 1 game behind VMI and actually tied with Wofford and Mercer in the conference. So must-needed win. Obviously, if you must need a win, you're going to play your brand of basketball. I see this being a slow rock fight, and let me take that under 134, 1.5 units over on DraftKings. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate every one of you guys. If you guys can please drop a like. And if you guys do, I'm going to give this out late in the video. If you guys are watching all the way through this video, shoot me a DM. I will get you some extra picks today. I always like to know who's actually watching all the way through the video. But thank you so much, guys. Drop a like. I appreciate it. Closing in on that 1,000 subscriber mark. You guys are the best. I will get this all taken care of. Let's get another win. And let's get some money. Have a good one, guys.